Oh, give me strength, the joys of technology and the joys of live video. Okay, I've turned my Wi-Fi off my phone, so I'm running on my 4G, so let's try again. Third time lucky. If it breaks this time, I'm gonna give up. So anyway, so we're talking about month-end madness. So I'll start again. Luckily I hadn't got too far into it. So my name is Jenny Stevens, and I just want to be giving you a few little tips of do's and don'ts of month-end madness, as it's the end of the month, last day of the month, and I see a lot of people, you know, this is the day of the month that everyone just goes crazy, and I just see so many mistakes, but some good stuff too. So I just want to kind of give you a few little tips just to help you out on your last day, and, you know, for thinking for future months for you and your teams. So if this is the first time you're seeing me, then hi, Jenny Stevens. I help network marketers, direct sellers, affiliate marketers, people in a home-based business who are looking to build their business and grow their business online, to, you know, really be able to find new prospects, get new teammates and new customers using the internet. It's so powerful, and I'm all about creating systems, you know, making your business work for you rather than you having to spend hours and hours and hours, you know, just trying to do a lot of the basic stuff that you can actually use technology for you. So, you know, I work full time, so having systems and things in place is just what I need, you know, to be able to have my business working for me kind of round the clock, whether I'm at work or asleep. So month end, so as I say, it's the 30th of June today. I can't believe it's July tomorrow, and we're halfway through the year. It's just nuts. It's absolutely crazy. So I want to just be sharing with you say some do's and don'ts. So if you are popping in live, then just pop your name and where you're from in the comments below, and I can say hey and just interact with you guys, and then we can just see how we're going, see whether what I'm going to be sharing with you is going to be helping. So I love interacting with you, so do make sure you pop in some comments below and give me some likes, and feel free to share this with anybody who you think may find it useful. So I want to just talk a bit about some of the don'ts. So what I see a lot of the time happening, you know, in that crazy month-end madness, you know, is people just go a little bit crazy. It is a bit of a madness, you know, and I get it. You know, you're gunning for a promotion. There's nothing worse than when you're so close to hitting a new rank and promoting that, you know, you kind of just almost do whatever it takes. And while this is great, and it's a good mentality to try and have in terms of always trying to hit your goals and go for it, however, it can lead to a lot of mistakes, and you will actually probably be repelling your customers without maybe realizing it. So this is why I just want to give a few little tips today. And I know obviously for people who are in the UK, you know, it's 10 to 7 in the evening, so you've probably done a lot of your stuff already, but you know, there's still 5 hours to go. So if I can help at all for the rest of your day, or for any of you that are in, you know, America and Canada and stuff, it's going to be a lot earlier for you. So one of the big don'ts is not to just spam your Facebook page and, you know, spam your links everywhere. And if you don't know what spamming is, then it just means, you know, just kind of like going into groups and just, you know, plonking your link in there, you know, and kind of saying things like, buy now, join my team, you know, all that kind of thing. It's just not very nice, and actually people will get really pissed off, and, you know, you can get yourself banned from groups, you can get yourself reported as being spammy. So, you know, really try to avoid just blasting your links in places, whether it's in Messenger, you know, if you're messaging maybe previous customers trying to get some recustom, or, you know, trying to find new people to buy from you. You know, don't just, you know, message them having never spoken to them and just, you know, kind of chuck your link in there. So it's really going to repel people, and people are going to be like, oh my God, this, you know, this is, why would you want to buy from somebody who's just kind of ramming it down your throat? So I really just want to kind of, you know, that's a big no-no, and, you know, a lot more people are getting a lot more savvy to this and moving away from it, but there are still some that kind of let the side down, you know, for the rest of the industry who are using a lot of spammy techniques. So I really don't want that to be you. So just kind of, you know, be be professional. You know, you are a profession. You're branding yourself, and you know how you act and how you you know, how you act online is going to be a representative of you. And especially if you are kind of, and probably if you're spamming, you're going to be blasting a lot about your company, you know, it puts that a bit as well. So that's kind of number one. And the second thing with kind of doing this as well is when you're in that frame of mind where you're like, oh my god, I'm so close, you know, maybe you might be £100 away, or £200 or £500, or whatever you are, however close you are, is you can come across as desperate, you know. And I used to make this mistake as well, you know, that last day you're just like fucking going for it, you know. Excuse my language, but you know, you're just like, oh, I'm so close, that you will do anything. You'll try whatever it takes, try anything, but this can come across as quite desperate in terms of how your potential customers, or maybe your current customers, are seeing you. It comes across as desperate when you're just like, I'm so close to my promotion, you know, please buy from me, and stuff like that. So really just, and I'll mention one of the do's as well, is that a big thing that people do with this, and when you come across as desperate, and the third thing is that it's making it all about you, as a big kind of no-no, you know. And the reason is just, people, there will be some people who will like to help you out, but the majority of people, they don't buy from people just to help them out, you know. You really need to make it about them. So what is it that, you know, so whatever your products are, how can you help make their life better? You know, what's in it for them? You know, when people buy anything or they help out with anything, it's like, okay, well, what's in it for me? So really use this to your advantage when you are doing posts. So maybe you could do things like give away some incentives, you know, you could do a discount for, you know, the final day. Or you could do a little contest for a freebie, you know, so it could be, you know, everybody who orders something can go into a draw and win a free gift from you or something. Really make it about them and what's in it for them. You know, I used to see a lot of kind of different posts from people where, you know, you almost go and mess. I think there was one that was called like the Cinderella, I can't remember what it's called, but it was something to do with Cinderella, where you kind of picked like 20 of people that had bought from you, who knew you, and you kind of basically say, hey, I'm so close to a promotion, would you go and, you know, spend £15 and buy a product from me, you know. And yeah, okay, you know, you might get some sales from that, but it's all about you, you know. And why should they care about you hitting your promotion? You know, the majority of people, you know, apart from maybe some of your closest friends and stuff, but you know, once, obviously with network marketing and direct sales, you need to get out of your, you know, your initial bubble of friends and family and expand it. So, you know, you've really got to make it about them, and, you know, give them some kind of incentives, or give them some reason about why they should buy now, the last day of the month, as opposed to tomorrow when it's the first and it all starts again. So just that, you know, I hope this is helping anyway. Just give me some likes if this is helping anyway. But the biggest things, the biggest do when it comes to month-end madness, and actually just across the entire month, is give value. So again, this is a term that gets thrown around a lot in the internet marketing space, everything online, you know, and you're like, what the hell does give value mean? Thank you for the loves, that's great. You know, so giving value just means being useful, giving helpful information and tips. So, you know, like I'm doing this video now where I'm just giving you some tips on how you can, you know, act in your business for the last day of the month. I give tips on how to use Facebook, things you can post. You know, I'm giving lots of tips, and that's value, you know. Well, hopefully it's value and you find it useful. But, you know, but it's when it comes to your products and stuff, actually, rather than just showing your products like a bit of a QVC kind of ad, you know, show, it's actually help people. So how does your product help people? So let's give you some examples. So if you are in, let's say, health and wellness, you know, and you've got a great weight loss product or something. So rather than just necessarily focusing in on that one product, is actually start becoming an expert in, you know, the health and fitness, or, you know, the weight loss kind of industry. So give tips. You know, you could do, you know, your three biggest tips to losing 5 pounds in a week. I don't know. Or, you know, 10-minute workouts that you can fit in any, you know, in any day, no matter how busy you are. Healthy recipes, you know, benefits of why maybe certain supplements are needed for your body. You know, like, I mean, I haven't got a clue about a lot of these supplement things. Like, well, what does that do? And what does that do for my body? You know, there's a whole, you know, people really need to be educated when it comes to nutrition. With a hair bow. Okay, so with a hair bow, you could do hairstyles, I guess. You know, I mean, obviously I've just got I chucked my hair up because my hair is all curly where I slept in it wet. But, you know, you could do some 3 easy hairstyles that you can do in 5 minutes. You know, different looks, you know, and I think that's like with makeup as well. Like my network marketing company was in makeup, so I was always doing looks. And showing people how I could use, you know, kind of one palette could create, you know, 3 different looks, or, you know, how to cover, you know, spots or whatever. So it's just really making it not about your specific product, because that just becomes a recommendation, as, you know, on the back of you giving some helpful information. And actually, you know, the best way is actually not to mention your product. Oh, good. I'm glad you like that idea, Kerry. You know, so don't even mention your product. You know, you want to be trying to create curiosity. So, you know, if you see, you know, you see these before and afters of stuff all the time online, you know, especially weight loss, you'll see, you know, someone who's probably standing there like chucking their gut out, and then all of a sudden they're looking really nice and slim. And it's like, oh, how did they do it? You know, but rather than putting a thing over the top, and I used to do this with my posts, I would put the name of the product, how much it was, my website name, like, and the thing with doing that is they didn't need necessarily to then come to me and ask me anything. And that's what you want to do with your posts on Facebook, is build up curiosity, make it intriguing. They're like, oh, what's this? You know, and then they need to actually message you. So then give a call to action, which is a really clear thing that you want them to do, whether it could be comment below, comment more info below for more info, or, you know, like I quite often in my Facebook lives, I'll be like, drop a 1 in the comments below if you're finding this useful. You could be message me if you want to get more information. You know, whatever your thing is, but give people something that you want them to do. And more info is a great thing, because then what you can do is you can then go and message them, and you can take it kind of offline in terms of whether it's in Facebook Messenger, or you could jump on the phone with them, and then you have that conversation about recommending something for them personally once you've then spoken to them to find out, okay, well, what is it that you need? And, you know, when you're doing this kind of process, which is all the attraction marketing process, and it's exactly what I learned, you know, when I was that person chucking my, you know, the company graphics up on my Facebook page, you know, 5 times a day, and messaging all my friends on Month End Madness being like, hey, how are you doing? Do you need a new this? Do you need a new that? And it's like, they're thinking, oh, well, okay, you know. So you really just want to kind of try and just take a breather, just take a moment and just put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel if you got messaged and, you know, your newsfeed was bombarded with all of these posts, and then you got messaged like somebody wasn't really messaging you just to really talk to you, but just because you wanted them to buy something. And especially if it's like a, hey, I'm really close to my promotion, help me out. You know, say a few will, but you could also really be putting people off as to why they would want to maybe work with you again, because if they're just like, oh, this person's just using me because they want sales to hit a promotion, then why should they care? Hey Sarah, nice to see you, darling. So, you know, this is really what it's about. You know, it's about helping people and, you know, take you out of it. Say, put them first. So I'll just go over those 3 things again. So the 3 things to do is to give value, make it about them, and give incentives. You know, so for that month-end madness, you know, this, you really want, if you're really wanting obviously to hit that deadline, which, you know, is midnight or whatever it is, you know, you need to give them a reason about why now. You know, so maybe you've got specific offers that you are putting. Maybe you're giving up some of your commission, whether you're giving up 5% or 10% or whatever, for that day only. Maybe it's, you know, for 2 hours only. You know, you're giving away a massive discount in a private group. Or maybe it's that for the next 5 people that, you know, that order something over £25, you're going to give a free consultation to them, or, you know, whatever. Be creative with it, you know. But when it comes to deadlines, you need to give people that kind of sense of urgency, like they're going to miss out. But do it with dignity, I say, you know, so don't spam your links. Don't come off as desperate, and that's how it does come across when it's just that. And my news feed gets full up. You know, I've got a lot of network marketing friends in my Facebook, you know, and it is just like and you're like, whoa, okay. But it is just that, why should people care about helping you hit your promotion? What's in it for them? And really help people by giving them some tips, tricks, things that you've learned. You know, like, God, when I first started my company, I didn't have a clue about makeup, really. I did the basics, you know, and I wear a lot more simpler makeup to work every day now. I used to get really dulled up. I need more sleep. But, you know, I've learned so much now. Like, my brows are still on point from this morning, I will say. But, you know, you learn things, and if no matter what industry you're in, if you're in you know, jewelry, or like Jamboree, you've got the nails, or you've got health and weight loss stuff, you know, you will all learn stuff as you go through your journey, and you get to know more about your products. Start using that knowledge to help people, but just don't mention your, you know, your products, your company name, and then it'll create curiosity and get people to want to speak to you, and then you can have that conversation one-on-one and really help people. So those are just my quick tips for month-end madness. You know, I don't really do much of my network marketing so much anymore because I love doing the coaching and stuff. So, you know, I'm not in this. I don't really miss the month-end madness, but I do still go, oh, really be nice to hit that goal. But I set my own goals, you know, for my business every month. You know, and it's always good to reach for goals. It pushes you. So still do that. Still set your goals, you know, and push yourself to hit them. But just do it with, you know, with that dignity. You know, don't come across as desperate. And you know, you will be surprised at how much more receptive your audience is when you make it about them and helping people rather than about you and you hitting your goals, you know. So that's my few little tips for tonight. I hope it's helped. Feel free to share this with anybody who else you think might find it useful. And if you want to learn more about how you can actually give value to people, because that's, you know, it is a skill that needs to kind of be learned and practiced and developed, you know, and I'm still practicing, you know, 18 months later. You know, it was, so just drop a 5 in the comments below if you would like to learn more about how you can actually learn on, you know, what sorts of things can you do and talk about to, you know, to give value to people, because it really is all comes down to that, with how people are then attracted to you, who they'll want to buy from you and they'll want to work with you. To join your team. So just drop a 5 in the comments below if you'd like to learn more, and I can then obviously let you know how you can get some extra help. So anyway, have a fantastic weekend. It's Friday. What have I got this weekend? I've got 50th, my husband's auntie's 50th tomorrow, and then a wedding reception in the evening. So it's a busy day tomorrow, and then Sunday will be a chilled out day. So yeah, so let me know what you're up to this weekend. Hopefully the weather's going to be better. It's a bit rubbish here so far. But whatever you're doing, enjoy, relax, enjoy yourself, work hard, ready for the new month tomorrow. So tonight I'm going to be planning out what I want to do and what I want to accomplish next month. And I'm good to go for tomorrow. So anyway, take care, and I will see you all soon. Bye.